are beaten, children are abused, and asylum patients are tortured, but you usually don't think of this type of thing happening to vampires. Now, imagine a story where the vampires are the victims. Imagine a place where indestructible creatures are trapped and helpless. And then imagine the one who went through it all and lived to tell the tale. My book, The Lovely Evian, is exactly this and more. Today, publishers, I will be convincing you that you should publish this book because the overall plot is intriguing, because I am the best person to have written this story, and because readers will find it fitting for their interests, and also because it will be profitable in today's market. Now, allow me to explain. The plot of my book is captivating, in my opinion, but let me explain it to you to decide for yourself. This story is about Evian DeLove Nicholas and her husband Ash, who are 600-year-old vampires. While out one night, sucking the life out of a party, the ancient couple are captured and find themselves in a mysterious holding facility. When the resourceful pair thinks they're about to be escaping, they suddenly find themselves in a new and more horrifying place where deadly tests of skill, the murder of children, and odd laboratory testing is nothing more than commonplace. And Evie and Ash are far from alone in this place. The compound, as it is called, is full of other vampires who are brainwashed animals that care nothing for more than their leader and their next meal. And who is leading them? He is a creature from Evian's most repressed memories, a creature that grows more and more insane by time. Now, over the many months that Evie and all of her acquaintances are here, they are molded into a seemingly unstoppable army of sorts to fight a force known only as the Originals. Along the way, the couple take in a little girl, engage in the largest escape maneuver ever attempted in the compound, and discover their vulnerability as they never thought possible. The final battle finds the army obliterated, with Evian being the only survivor. And this is actually a positive thing because it means their leader is dead for good, which is what Evian wanted all along. In the end, she revives her family and takes them away, happy to have her final vengeance and her freedom. Hopefully this plot will keep the reader interested until the very end, with many very different things happening to our characters that you wouldn't usually see happening to characters like that. And in addition, my vampires are closer to the original version. They're frightening beasts that are allergic to the sun and slain by wooden stakes. Notice that I said my vampires because they are of my creation and unique, thus these characters are mine, and this is for good reason. Now, no matter how appealing the plot, this book would not be successful unless I wrote it. I am a new author that is entirely unheard of, and thus my works would be more likely to be unaffected by author prejudice. Also, a new author brings out different aspects of characters that others would not, giving a fresh look to creatures as old as time. Also, I have a somewhat unique writing style that focuses on where the action is, even if the main character is not present, in order to better tell the story. Thankfully, Evie likes to be where the action is. In fact, any strong central character likes the action, explaining why the story centers around them. And strong characters are more interesting. And speaking of interest, many readers would find this book appropriate for their interest, mainly because this book spans many genres and can fit into many reader niches. This book could be classified as action, thriller, horror, or even romance. Action, because of the final battle scene and various skirmishes throughout. Thriller, because of areas of suspense and various mind games played upon the prisoners. Horror, because of the somewhat disturbing habits of vampires that come with their nature, and unsettling happenings in the laboratories, etc. Lastly, romance, because of the distinct relationship between the two main characters and the positive ending. So, The Lovely Evian has a little something for any type of reader. Now, because this book targets so many people, there is also another important reason to publish it. This book would be profitable in today's literature market. Now, according to the editorial department website, romance is today's most popular selling genre, and this book has romantic elements, as I said. Now, also, according to the Monster Librarian website, books about vampires are among the most popular things read by teens and young adults, which is a very positive thing because the book would target that group of reader anyway. Now, I realize this is quite a bit of information, but for we are nearing the end. So, my publishers. Reasons of plot, authorization, reader interest, and marketability leave few reasons for you not to publish my book. Still, I would like to extend my humblest gratitude for your attention today, and in addition, I provided your editorial department with a copy of the lovely Evian manuscript to read in case you would like to get a further taste. Now, allow me to end with a quote from Evian herself, which possibly sums up everything I've said so far. There are good stories, and there are entertaining stories. There are popular stories, and there are even entirely awful stories. But my story is all of these things, which is what makes it timeless. Literally.